came across this video response to a lot of anti-Alex Jones videos. And so I watched it, listened to it, and well, we have a conflict here. Now let's go through this conflict and see what it's about. The video starts out and it has this: read everything, listen to everybody, don't trust anything unless you can prove it with your own research. And this is a famous quote by William Cooper. Alex Jones has adopted a similar quote that says, "Don't believe me, verify for yourself. And if you do, you'll see some untrue things, and in my opinion, some blatant lies." I'm not saying that everything, because even liars at times tell the truth. They'll give you enough truth so that you'll believe them. But there are things that you can prove that Alex Jones has clearly lied, which I have done in some of my videos. But I'm willing to bet that there's a lot of people who watch this video of Bill Cooper and they don't do their own research and they don't find out that what William Cooper says is true, but it has no bearing whatsoever to support Alex Jones and what he does. And I'm going to prove that to you. And so as the video goes on, it tells you that Bill Cooper says, "I get people who say, 'Bill, you got it all wrong. It's the Jews. The Jews are subverting the world.'" And Bill continues to say, "Man, it's not the Jews. It's not the Catholics. It's not the blacks. It's these men that belong to the mystery schools." Now this person, Information Bullets, is putting this up because people are saying, there are people that say, "Oh, Alex Jones won't say it's the Jews," or "Alex Jones won't say it's the Zionists," or "Alex Jones won't say it's the Catholics," or "Alex Jones won't say it's the Vatican." So he's using this to prove that what Bill Cooper says proves that Alex Jones is doing the right thing. Now, what Bill says, it's not the Jews, and it's not the Catholics, and it's not the blacks. So he's dealing with people and not with religious systems. So what people say, "Oh, it's the Jews that are controlling the world. It's the Jews that are doing this. Jews are doing that." And so they look at their Jewish neighbor as being one of the New World Order people, one of the people that are helping the New World Order and trying to enslave us, when what Bill Cooper's saying, it's not the Jews, it's not your Jewish neighbor. You don't know what's going on. Or, "Oh, it's the Catholics, so my Catholic neighbor is, he's in on it or she's in on it, and they know exactly what's going on." Most people do not know what's going on. Most Jewish people don't know what's really going on. Most Catholic people don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's not the blacks. They don't really know what's going on. Most of the individual people have absolutely no clue what's really going on. And most of them don't even know that there is this New World Order conspiracy, people conspiring together to enslave people. They don't have a clue. They're not in on it. But if you look at each of these groups, there are groups of people that are involved in it. And this is where Alex Jones will, where he gets into trouble, because he's not really exposing some of these people. So let's go back. So this person wants to use Bill Cooper. So let's go to Bill Cooper's website and find out if this guy's claim that, look, Bill Cooper says it's not the Jews, it's not the Catholics, not the blacks. So just because Alex Jones won't expose the Vatican or the these Zionist governments, that Alex Jones, he's okay, he's doing it exactly right. So let's find out more. Like Bill says, read everything, listen to everybody, don't trust anything unless you can prove it with your own research. So let's just do a tiny bit of research from Bill Cooper and see what he has to say. This is the archived page of Bill Cooper's website, Hour of the Time, and just hourofThetime.com. This is actually the Majesty 12 page. Bill Cooper talks about Majesty's 12. Now, if we look at this, 1997. So this page here has been up since at least 1997. So it's been up for a long time, a good 11 years, almost probably 12 years. How do you get to this? Well, if you go to his homepage, houroftheTime.com, what you'll see is this. But they also have a 24-hour radio broadcast. I suggest you stop listening to Alex Jones and listen to them. There's a lot of great information, useful, tangible information, how to really stop the socialistic governments that they're trying to put up in a one world order. You can click here, 24-hour program. Now, if you go all the way down to the bottom, our previous website's still viewable here. You just click that. Takes you to the old website. You just scroll down. Here's research. And scroll down one more time. We go to read this first, Majesty 12. Also on that page, you'll find there's the jurisdiction of the federal government, to find out that the federal government really doesn't have jurisdiction over us. And so I don't ever hear about Alex Jones talk about the jurisdiction of the federal government and how we can really get out from under the jurisdiction of the federal government and know our rights, and use the sheriffs to teach the sheriffs about jurisdiction and get them to really to fulfill their role. So if you hit Control F, it's going to pop up a search box. Type in Vatican. You hit next. So here's what we come up with. I've read this whole thing, so I remember coming across this. That's how I knew this is there. Now we come across a paragraph, and I'll just read it to you, and you can find it yourself. The progression of accomplishments toward the completion of the plan to implement one world socialist totalitarian government is guided and controlled by the hierarchy of the Illuminati in the groups known as the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, the Round Table Group, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, top United States government officials, the senior ranks of all or our military forces, and many others, including the Illuminati and government bureaucracy and industry, who are members of the Supreme Council of the 33rd degree of the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of the southern and northern jurisdictions, the Supreme Council of the York Rite of Freemasonry, International Zionism, right there. International Zionism is part of Illuminati, secret society groups, whatever you want to call them, socialist, totalitarian government, the One World Order, B'nai B'rith, Jewish Freemasonry group, the Grand Lodge of France, the Grand Lodge of England, the Order of the Golden Dawn, the Ordo Templi Orientalis, the Rosicrucians, the Sovereign and Military Order of the Knights of Malta, which is kind of interesting because if you ever listen to Alex Jones shows, let's see, he has Pat Buchanan, who is part of the Sovereign and Military Order of the Knights of Malta. Isn't that interesting? He has straight up people that are involved in the one world government on his show. And the Order of Knights of Malta is also a Vatican, I call them Vatican secret society, but it's an order. They're knights. They sworn to the Pope, to defend the Pope, to kill anyone that tries to come in between the Pope and his power and his plans. But Alex Jones has those kinds of people involved in this order on his broadcast. Pat Buchanan and spirituallysmart.com. They first introduced this to me, which I had no idea originally what Knights of Malta was, what a Jesuit was. But the weird thing is I didn't know what any of those were, but I've watched every single Alex Jones documentary there is. And here since at least 1997. Here we have Bill Cooper telling us the Knights of Templar, the Jason Society, the Vatican. See, Bill Cooper says, and it's not the Catholics. He's saying it's not the individual people. They don't have a clue. But guess what? The system, the Vatican, International Zionism, there are people within the system that run everybody else. They are involved, and this is what Alex Jones won't expose. And many others too, numerous to list. See the occult and other links on our homepage. Yeah, see, Alex Jones, he will tell you Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg Group, some of these others, but no, he won't talk about the Vatican. No, he won't talk about international Zionism. And see, this is where it really comes down to. He's hiding some of these people. He's hiding them. Now, just recently here in the 2008, and he's allowed some people to come on and actually expose the Vatican and some of the Jesuits, but he refused to allow this before. So it might be a little talk chatter here and there, but if you go and look, and even look at one of my other YouTube videos where Alex Jones says, yeah, the New World Order, the Vatican has become more New World Order in the last 30 to 40 years. Well, let's see, Alex Jones has only been doing what he does for the last 10 years, 11 years. But if the Vatican's become more New World Order in the last 30 to 40, he's not really covering it. So what I'm saying is, can he really be covering the New World Order if he's purposely hiding and telling you that he's been hiding these groups like the Vatican? And now, international Zionism mentioned here, there is another Zionism. It's a biblical Zionism. If you read through the Bible, you will find hundreds, maybe even thousands of references to Zion. And so there are people that are biblical Zionists, which is different than this international Zionism and these Pope-controlled Jewish Freemason Zions that they've created. It's just a real distortion. Just like everything else, how they try to get patriots to go and blow up government buildings and then say, look, all patriots are bad. It's the same thing. Create a group that will deter people away from what the real truth is. So hopefully in the future I can put a video together now talking about some of the biblical Zionism that is not the same thing as this Illuminati secret group, whatever, New World Order Zionism. So there you have it from Bill Cooper's own site, that disproves what this other person has put together, trying to say that basically trying to say that Alex Jones is okay, that he's not exposing these people because, like Bill Cooper says, like this person says here, Bill Cooper explains what is behind all of the world secret societies. Essentially, they are mystery schools or the Illuminati, and they call themselves the guardians of the secret of ages. They are not the Jews. They are not the Catholics. They are many religions and many nationalists on the surface, but in secret, it is a different story. Don't argue about details. Don't make straw men out of people like Alex Jones, because he don't talk about one group in the overall society. Don't fight amongst yourselves over any reason. Fight the NWO by spreading the knowledge of them to everyone you know. Their power is derived from the knowledge that they possess and the secrets they keep. Shatter those secrets, disseminate that knowledge, and their power will be meaningless. Arguing about who the messenger should be is counterproductive, and Bill Cooper would not have stood for it. You know what else the problem is? Have you ever listened to Bill Cooper and what he has said about Alex Jones? This person obviously has never ever listened to anything that Bill Cooper said about Alex Jones. I'm going to put something together about that. Over and over again, Bill Cooper has called Alex Jones a liar. It's all kinds of names saying that he's a liar and that he's a fearmonger. And basically, he just really is someone that is an enemy and that is working against us and not for us. So this person obviously is, I'll just say, the Alex Jones slave, and has not even listened to everything that Bill Cooper has said. Came across this one video and is trying to use it to prove something that I've just disproven.